It's Grow TV, where we grow together and learn about God.
I'm bored. Is there anything worse than being bored? You know what? I could really go for a game right now.
Hi there.
Oh, hello.
I couldn't help but hear that someone is bored and could sure go for a game.
That's right.
Well, have I got the game for you. It's called Do You Know Your Stars? Wanna play?
Sure. Wait, what was that?
Don't worry. Round 1 of Do You Know Your Stars begins. What's the name of this star? We're gonna need an answer.
I don't know this one. Is that
Oh, I'm sorry. We're looking for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, one of the most recognizable stars around.
Well, you see, that...
Great. All right, are you ready for round 2 of Do You Know Your Stars?
Sure.
Okay.
Seriously, where is that coming from?
Can you name this star?
Oh, I think I know who that is. That's right on the tip of my tongue.
Gonna need an answer?
Come on, Vidalia.
I'm sorry. This is not Vidalia. This is Zendaya.
That's right, I knew that.
Okay, are you ready for round 3 of Do You Know Your Stars?
Well, yeah, yes.
What's the name of this star?
It's easy. That's Polaris, or the North Star. It's also sometimes referred to as the guiding star because it's used for navigation. Some people think it's the brightest star, but it's actually ranked 45th in terms of brightness. Its official name is Alpha Ursae Minoris because it's part of the constellation Ursa Minor, or the Little Bear. I love that.
Whoa, that's exactly right. You really do know your stars.
That's what I was trying to tell you. When I was a kid, I loved the night sky, spaceship, rocket launches, anything that had to do with space. So I read every single book I can get my hands on when it comes to stars. Not like celebrity stars, but oh yeah, those stars. It's a really big part of my story.
So why didn't you just say so?
I was trying.
Sharing your story is a very important thing to do. You shouldn't let anything stop you. In the book of Acts, chapter 16, we learn that Paul and Silas sure didn't.
Who and who?
You see, Paul and Silas were 2 people who knew Jesus and believed everything he said. They were traveling around telling people about Jesus, which was actually kind of dangerous at the time.
Whoa. How dangerous?
Well, they got in such big trouble once that they were put in jail.
Whoa, okay, that's dangerous.
But even in jail, Paul and Silas kept sharing their story. They were praying out loud and singing songs about God's goodness. Then something absolutely wild happened.
Wait a minute, while they're being thrown in jail?
Yes, an earthquake.
Oh wow, that is wilder.
It shook the jail and all the doors opened. The man in charge of the prisoners thought that everyone had escaped. If they had, he would have been in big trouble. But Paul told him that everyone was still in there.
Wait, they didn't escape?
They didn't even try, which basically saved the jailer's life. This is how he knew that Paul and Silas were followers of the one true God. He listened to their story, heard about Jesus, and in Acts 16:30, the jailer asked them, "Sirs, what must I do to be saved?"
He decided to follow Jesus too?
Yes, he even brought Paul and Silas to his house, where they sat with him and his family and ate together. After hearing their story, the jailer's family believed in Jesus too.
Wow, it's really important to share our stories.
After this, Paul and Silas continued to go everywhere telling people about Jesus. We don't have to travel the world like they did to tell about Jesus. No matter where we are, we can share our story.
That was a cool story. It reminds me of my interest in stars, like those up there. You know, that's what got me interested in who put the stars in the sky, which made me read a book of Genesis in a whole different way. Also, when Jesus was born, there was a star that led people right to him.
That's a great example. You could be talking to someone about how stars played a part in your story and end up talking to them about Jesus. It's amazing how many things in our story connect to God. It's always meant to be this way because God is always with us throughout our whole story.
So when we tell people our story, are we telling them about God's love and Jesus too?
Exactly. Paul and Silas certainly knew that.
That's why we don't let anything stop us from sharing our story. And we shouldn't either. We can share our story. It's been fun playing a game and talking about those stars with you. It's always good to learn and grow together. See you next time. Bye.